right, good morning, class. We are going to go ahead and look today at how to multiply decimals. Now, multiplying decimals is pretty much the same thing as multiplying whole numbers because we're going to make it so it's the exact same as multiplying whole numbers. So the idea behind multiplying decimals is going to be that first thing we're going to do is just multiply the numbers without the decimals. So we're going to remove the decimals as our very first step. So the first thing, if I have, for example, 1 2/10 times 3 42/100. The idea is I'm going to remove those decimal points so that the problem would really say 12 times 342. We all know how to multiply with whole numbers, so we're going to make it something that we can actually do. So we're going to remove those decimals and just make them whole numbers. Okay, so once we've multiplied the numbers, now we need to determine where is my decimal point actually going to go in the answer. So here's how I'm going to determine that. So step number 2 tells me I'm going to count the numbers that are to the right of the decimal. Only want to look at the numbers that are to the right of the decimal point. Okay, so when we look here at step number 3, the idea is we're going to move the decimal in my answer to the left, however many spaces that we counted in step number 2. So in step number 2, we said that we had 1 2/10 times 3 42/100. So we said there was 1, 2, 3 numbers to the right of the decimal, so we had circled that number, okay? The answer that I received from step number 1, when I did 12 times 342, was 4,104. So the idea is now I'm going to take my decimal, which is always at the very end, and I'm going to move it to the left 3 places. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I picked 3 was because 3 is what's right here circled, okay? So now, as I look at the actual answer, my answer would be 4 and 104 thousandths, okay? So the idea, again, for multiplying decimals is you're going to ignore the decimals, just multiply the numbers, okay? Step number 2, you're going to go through and count how many numbers you have to the right of the decimal. Then in step number 3, however many numbers you counted in step number 2, that's how many times you're going to move your decimal over to the left to get your actual answer. Now, we will practice some of these in class, so if you have any questions, please make sure you're asking, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.